Think about like years.
Okay, calm down though.
You're right.
I'm not ashamed.
It sounds like it's a flex.
I'm not ashamed, bro.
Is this bitch doing eating Gouda?
You're a fucking loser.
Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for another episode of the International Shit.
This guy's a little bit rusty. Let me do it.
Sorry. It's been a while, guys. I know.
We are here for another episode of the International Idiots podcast.
My bad.
International podcast. Bro, this guy's already changing the name and shit, bro.
Listen, I've had a long day. You know that.
Yeah.
I feel like I fully match the description. I'm an international, like, half French, half Thai American dude.
Exactly. Like,
And
you're
I'm
like the
like,
perfect.
I actually didn't know you were.
Yeah, I'm half Thai.
I honestly,
You're like
I
the
just look at
perfect-
you and you're like, you're definitely Asian, but I don't know what kind of Asian. I'm too scared to ask at this point because I've known you for
I'm
quite some
exhibit
time.
A of international idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, C.
Like,
A, B, C. Actually, technically, you are technically the most qualified to be one because you actually have mix.
Yeah.
yeah. I have mixed, bro.
I just think you're
Not
Caucasian.
white.
I just think you're white, man.
You're just white.
I'm
No.
sorry.
Bro, there's Armenian, Russian,
Oh,
Italian,
shut up. Dude, why
Puerto
do you always
Rican.
do this?
Yeah, right. It's like
There's
I'm
like, I'm
Irish,
part-
I'm German. Dude, this is the same.
No.
Eventually it's all
Dude,
becoming the
those
same
are literally.
thing.
I'm made up of 4 different quarters.
Okay, the one cool one about him is like Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Yeah, part. My
But
grandma.
you're so uncool. How are you Puerto Rican?
That's what I'm saying.
Mate, you know, the Puerto Rican part of me, you know, like the cool island dude, it's been washed up over the years, alright?
It's dried out. It's dried out.
It's
But
dried
ladies and
out.
gentlemen, today we have a special guest on the podcast. We have Mr. Andre. Last name.
Hello.
Let's keep it
Keep it off the internet.
Yeah.
It's okay. Everyone knows. Actually, I'm not even on the internet anyway because I deleted Instagram.
He's a ghost. He's a cyber ghost.
So
Yeah.
why did you delete Instagram?
Many reasons.
It's honestly
You saw too many titties on the feed.
that, and it's a waste of time too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
honestly,
Did you check your screen time on your phone?
yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
But it's not only that. I think I'm just more focused on things that like actually matter to me.
Yeah.
And
What does matter to you?
what matters to me is 1 to 2s.
Yeah.
1 to 2s, exercise, keeping in touch with touch with my friends,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much it. Like I feel like more recently I've been in contact with actual friends of mine. They're like,
Yeah.
"Hey man, I noticed you delete Instagram. Like, how you been and stuff." And we actually had a real conversation.
They noticed?
Yeah. They noticed that like I'm not on Instagram.
I thought
and
you
shit.
unfollowed me for a second, but I was like, nah, he would never do such a
Nah,
thing, you
I
know? So I
wouldn't do that.
figured, like, because I have one of those little apps that tracks, like, you know, like the snakes of the world.
Oh,
you
what
know?
a sociopath!
Huh?
You're
Yeah,
fucking
a little
Bro,
bit.
the moment he downloaded it, I told him
Dude.
about it, right? He downloaded it, and his face just drops because he realizes all like some hot girls that he follows that he always thought they followed.
The thing is,
And he's
Harris
like, "Bro,
told me, he's like, dude, this is going to expose the real snakes. And I was like, nah, man. Like, I got good friends. And I looked and I was like,
there's probably
this person?
over like 50 people didn't follow you back that you kind of like knew of.
Yeah. And I was like,
You
and
thought you were cool.
I knew they used to follow me as well. Because, like, you know, just.
But see, like shit like that, I
That's
just
like-
don't care
yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
I just don't care anymore, yo. And I see these bitches like, oh yeah, I'm on holiday and shit. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, look at this sandwich I'm eating. I don't care
Yeah.
either.
You
Yeah,
know,
I
what
kinda-
girls,
Yeah.
you know what girls do a lot? They
I'm
post like
done, yo.
a cutting board full of like salami and
A
like a
charcuterie board?
charcuterie board. Yeah, and I'm
Those
just,
shit's hit though.
they do,
Cheese, like meat.
but I don't want to like, I
Crack-
don't want to be like
biscuits,
wasting my
crackers?
time to be like, oh, you think that's Gouda on there? no, that looks like brie.
Some girls are like that, bro.
Yeah, they're probably like,
Like,
what the
what a
fuck is
broke-
this bitch
what a
doing
broke
eating
ass-
Gouda?
Yeah.
like,
You're a broke ass bitch.
she can't afford. Like, I don't even know like the what's bougie cheese, bro. Like, what would what,
Yo, Ben, what's bougie cheese?
Bougie cheese.
Like what's
like what's some
expensive?
high class
Yeah,
cheese?
yeah. What's a?
Brie, camembert.
Camemberts.
All right, pull out the fucking
Frenchman,
accent
Frenchman.
too. Fuck you, man. You know I was
Frenchman.
born in France.
Bullshit.
Swear
That's
to God,
cap.
Paris. Ask him.
Nah, you could have been born anywhere in the world, but you picked Paris, the most generic
I
city.
picked Paris. My mama picked Paris.
Well, no, technically you did pick it.
She launched
because
me out.
technically you did pick it because as a
They put, what do you call it? Caviar on it.
I've never had caviar.
Italian cheese. It's called burrata.
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 I've never heard of
No,
it.
you know.
It's like a bowl of cheese.
I mean, if it's a
Bowl?
ball of
a bowl or ball?
Ball.
Oh.
I mean, dude, if it's
Big?
infused
Like
with
bigger than a
caviar, it's
meatball?
got to be pretty expensive, you know?
They put it on top. They sometimes will serve it on top.
Oh
Oh.
man, that's some fucking.
That's some bougie shit.
Man, that's
Yeah,
like
That's some European shit though.
Yeah.
Like, only Europeans would know about it.
they
I do
definitely
know
have
about
like
it.
some wine from the Italian hill country that they're pairing it with for their
Yeah.
palates, you know?
I'll tell you what my dad used to do. He used to bring cheese back from France, dude. I fucking hated him for doing it.
Why? It smelled.
It smelled so fucking bad.
Yeah.
You sure
Like-
you just wasn't ripping ass?
No,
like,
no. He'd bring like
Cutting
a
the
fucking
cheese?
wheel back in his suitcase. I'm like, Dad, that's fucking gross. He's like, what do you mean? His cheese is so good. I'm like, Dad.
And it would
I'm like-
make the journey like
I would never eat it anyway. Like he would be the only one eating it in the house. He
Why
would just
couldn't
be
he just
ripping
order it?
farts.
would you do like
No, no,
TSA
it's not
or
the same. It's
not
not the
TSA
same.
like the customs agents are like try some of that.
It's Malaysia,
There's just
dude,
like
no
a
one
bite
cares.
out of it. True.
They're
true.
probably just like, ew, that stinks. Like,
yeah, they're like we're not gonna inspect this.
We'd have to like evacuate the house, like full on like.
It can't
you'd
be as
open
bad
it-
as like durian, how it stinks up a house.
Oh,
But
dude,
dude,
that's
that really
you
does
leave
stink
like
up the
cheese
house.
festering in like a
Oh,
hot,
that is
humid.
true.
dude.
You
No,
know I never
actually, one
got-
time we made my roommate Stetson in Texas. He made gravy, and he left it out,
Oh,
and there was
in the pot.
no in a cup,
Oh god.
and it got so bad that it smelled like literally like a sewer.
How long was it out for? It was out or in the fridge?
No, it was out, and
Oh,
then we
Jesus.
smelled. We were like, "What the fuck's that smell?" And we were like, "Oh my god!" And then we started using this gravy as a prank, bro. And it was around April, so on April Fools we took it to our friend's dorm and we put it underneath his bed, and then like around like,
Oh, you're
and we moved like a
evil.
bunch of the stuff under the bed to like cover it. And we said, haha, like gotcha, you know, like happy April Fools, motherfucker, you know.
They
and
found
then, bro,
it, right?
dude, we were at the gym. We did it before the gym. We had a friend, like his roommate, let us in, even though the roommate didn't know what the fuck was good because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
affected him too. But
Yeah.
you know, sucks to be him. He let us in, you know. And bro, we come back and the whole room is just rancid, bro, like absolutely vile. It smells like you stepped into like a
Like a farm.
like into a sewer, bro.
Oh, like a New York City sewer.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
with
God.
some rat shit mixed in, and then
And
bro,
pee.
yeah, and dude,
Little bit
and then
of that.
and then he finds it and he's mad, he's damn pissed, and he just like throw this out, you know. We throw it out in the hallway of the dorm, and we come back like the next day, it's still in the trash in the hallway, and dude, people were like,
maggots? Oh no.
no, people in the hall on his hall were actually like trying to like locate what the like they located that it's the trash obviously, but they were like, dude, what is that smell,
Yeah,
bro?
yeah, yeah.
Like, and we knew. I was like, that's the gravy, and then everyone was like, dude, do you smell it? I'm like, yeah, that's awful. Jeez, man, like, even though, but dude, I'm telling you, cheese goes rotten.
Wait, there's cheese
Dude,
in
some
gravy?
some guys are just
Or
fucking
milk,
disgusting.
some sort of dairy was in. I don't know what he
Like
put
you
in.
never see
Definitely, it
women
was probably
pulling
milk.
this shit off, bro.
Oh
Well,
no.
dude, some guys are.
Okay.
We're all
okay.
guilty of it, but guys are fucking
Okay.
gross sometimes.
I wanna.
Yeah.
This might be a very bold statement, okay? But I think there's proof of this, right?
Mm.
And I think when it comes to pranks, I think most guys they can take it too far.
Oh, for
Absolutely,
sure.
right?
100%.
But we also know how to play it very playfully, like that. Like it didn't hurt anybody. It did
Yeah,
mess with
yeah.
people's noses and everything.
It wasn't like a harmful
Right?
prank to anyone's like emotions.
Yeah.
Or it was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, bro, they might just get pissed that it smells like shit. That's
Yeah.
it.
But I feel like
No, it's funny. It's funny. It is
yeah.
pretty funny.
I feel like when guys prank other guys, I feel like there's a level to like either it's too far, but then if it passes too far, then yeah, obviously.
I don't
But
think
feel
the
like
guys.
I feel like when girls prank, I feel like it's just nothing or too far. There's no in between.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
True. That's true.
I don't know how to like.
I don't know what the bias is,
I
but I
think-
agree with you.
I think
I-
girl
yeah.
pranks are more emotional, psychological.
And I can the only thing I can base it off, like I'm not just fucking generalizing here. The
Mm.
only thing I can base it off, to be honest, is like hazing, like fraternity and
Sororities and-
sorority
yeah.
hazing.
Yeah.
Like I've heard very bad, like,
Yeah.
emotional,
Yeah.
psychological, like.
Because sororities aren't so much into like making you drink and all, you know, like to a group of a bunch of like 20-year-old meatheads. The funniest thing in the world to them is just like
crawling
let's
on
get
the floor.
let's get this guy drunk as fuck, and then make him crawl over some Legos.
Yeah.
And then and like in his boxers. And then the girl's like, how can we make her hate herself and cry and
Yeah.
want to scream inside, bro? Like, and we're just like, dude, that's not really that funny,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Girls coming out of the sorority house like suicidal and shit, and we're just walking
questioning
out of the
their own
frat house
self-identity.
like hungover as shit, like
Yeah.
a little bit tired. We're like, all right, that sucked, you know. I had to eat like a 1,000-year-old egg. You had a
sorry.
century egg.
You have to tell them about the. I know we mentioned this on the podcast already, but you should mention that fraternity hazing story with the watermelon.
Oh, bro.
Please tell them, because I don't think
Bro.
you've heard it on our podcast. We've talked about it, but it was like one of our Zoom episodes. But I want you to listen to.
So there was one guy, and
hilarious.
I wasn't in the frat at this point. It was a semester before me, and it was a spring. No, not a spring break. It was a Halloween party because they rushed in the fall, and they were still pledges, so they had to like help set up the party and all that. And
Basically, you're the frat's bitch before you're confirmed to be a brother.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
you're like an intern before you're at the
Yeah.
company, same
Yeah,
shit. And they were talking to a group of girls, like all the pledges, right? And some of them were pretty like valid, you know. This guy comes up. I don't know exactly what he said, what he did, but he sold the bag heavy. The girls were just like, "We gotta go," you know. Like
Yeah,
we'll see you guys around, you know. Like which is pretty much means like, "Yeah, fuck you, goodbye," you know. Like really nice to meet you. And they all and it was going well before he came, and they all got so mad at him. They're like, "What is wrong with you, man? You know, like you sold the bag, you know." And they were like, "You know what? It is what it is, but we're gonna punish you." And he's like, "Yeah, that's fair enough, you know." So the thing they made him do was to like they cut up a watermelon and poked a hole in it, and they were like, "You're gonna fuck this watermelon."
And his face, he was like, "Oh,
And
dead."
and initially the plan was to get him like to the point where he's right about to fuck it, and then be like, "Dude, we're just joking, you know, like you don't have to do it," just to see his level of loyalty to the frat, to the pledge class, right?
to the boys.
To see how devoted he is. So he goes outside into the backyard, takes the watermelon. They're like, "Dude, we're just kidding, man. You don't got to do it." He looks at them, dead ass. He goes, "No, I deserve this," and then fucks the watermelon, bro. I don't know if he nut or not. I really don't. But like
Dude, I honestly
the fact
don't
that he
wanna know.
shoved his penis inside a watermelon, I was like, wow.
As an Asian, that hurts.
He was part Asian as well.
Oh,
As an Asian,
Yeah.
the reason
Think.
it hurts is because that's a waste of watermelon. bro.
right?
But not only that, dude, that's just really messed up on a lot of levels. Like, dude, you know he's had some really creative fap sessions there, bro.
Oh,
if he was able to nut in a watermelon, he's had some really creative.
He definitely
fap
watched
sessions.
American Pie and gave that shit a try. Bro probably went to like the grocery store, went to the bakery's like, "Give me your freshest pie.
Your warmest pie.
Your warmest apple pie." And they're like, "We actually just had a batch come. Good, I'll take it.
I'll take 'em all."
take 3. Goes out, he gets home, trunk
like-
full of pies. His parents are
He's like, "You guys aren't ready."
why you got pies, my son?
My son.
Dad, they're for you. Gives him like 2 pies to shut him up, and Dad's eating the pies in the kitchen. He goes to his room.
He's got
Going to
that-
town.
Respect to that guy. He's got some great imagination, man.
Yeah.
Right?
But what a waste of watermelon that is, dude. That hurts.
And it's cold as well,
yeah.
bro. You know, it's not like it's like warm. It's freezing cold or like
And it's
fridge
still
cold.
technically solid until you like do enough like.
I mean,
damage
to be
it,
fair-
it's
What does it
inside.
turn into? Like a slush?
It becomes
slushy?
slush mush,
Oh.
cold slush.
To be fair, it would be pretty wet. At least on his behalf, it's not like he's fucking a
just
dry
doesn't- it's-
potato or some shit.
Oh
Like, it
my
could be worse.
Oh god.
Okay, there's a very famous story. I'm sorry we have to turn into this, but this literally just reminded me of a story. I
Mhm.
don't know, maybe you know because you said you have Reddit. But one of the most famous stories on Reddit is how this guy basically used a coconut to masturbate, and he kept
Consistently?
doing it. Yes, and he loved it. He kept doing it over and over again, using the same coconut. After like a handful of times,
Jeez.
he was like, okay, like I'm gonna chill for a little bit, right? And then he notices that he puts it under his bed, I'm pretty sure, and he notices like a little smell, and there was like maggots and like flies chilling around his room. He's like, what's going on, right? And then he gets in the mood again, picks up the coconut from under his bed, looks at it. No, I think he puts his pee inside, pulls it out, and it's
Don't tell
just
me he's covered in maggots,
it's
bro.
yeah, it's just
Oh,
infested.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's the last story of people fucking fruits, man. That's
Coconut fruit? Yeah, it's a fruit.
It grows on a
That's
tree,
the
so I
last.
would
That's the
assume-
last story of people fucking food, man.
I
like,
like-
that's enough, man.
I think that's the icing on top of the cake, bro.
Okay.
That's enough.
On to the next
That's
segment
enough.
of the International Idiots podcast. We kind of just went on our own like fucking
Nah.
tangent about.
We have to cut this out.
I don't
No,
Do you
know.
want this to go? I don't mind
I
because
don't
it's like,
care.
Ah.
but it's
It's not,
from Reddit. It's
it
from
doesn't
Reddit.
involve us. It's not like
Yeah,
Harris
it's from
fucked a
Reddit.
maggot-filled
Yeah, it's from
coconut,
Reddit.
you know?
It's from Reddit.
Uh,
We all know Reddit stories are fucked anyway. Like you
Yeah.
spend enough long time on there, dude. You
honestly,
you'll-
Reddit is probably one of the most underrated apps to ever download. But the problem is once you figure out what communities you like and then you subscribe to them,
Dude, it's a
you're
black
stuck
hole.
on you're
It's a black hole.
you're stuck on Reddit, bro.
Why?
Because it's information, it's entertainment, it's everything that you need, bro.
And dude, the comment section. The comment section.
Everyone
Everyone.
is so
There's always
fucking-
someone that knows like the full story. He's like,
Yeah.
so here's the full story. Actually,
There's always
Like,
conversation.
That guy, he had to get surgery on his dick for fucking those maggots.
Yeah.
You know, he'd be like, yeah, dude, and another
And
guy
he's
would
like,
be like,
yeah,
yeah, bro,
I found a
saw-
thread from his Facebook profile from 7 years ago, and he actually details it. Like,
Yeah,
the amount of
Reddit is
research
so
people
deep.
put
Reddit-
on
Reddit
Reddit
is
is
really deep, bro.
insane. It is
That's
one of the
crazy.
most. I think it's the best app I've ever downloaded, to be honest, in terms of like the value I get from it.
I mean,
For
the
it.
creator's a billionaire, bro. He's married to Serena Williams.
That's him.
That's him.
Have you seen who Serena
think-
Williams is married?
I think.
No, I'm pretty sure.
I can't put name to face, bro.
I'm pretty sure he's like,
In fact,
and
I
he's
can't
also an
put-
Armenian guy as well. I think. Maybe I'm
But-
completely mixing up the apps, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wait.
But yeah, I deleted Reddit off my phone as well.
Yeah.
Just because.
Well,
You
we
spend
can-
too much
like,
time.
I
We can
deleted
go back
a lot
to
of-
that.
Like, I don't think you
We can go back to
understand.
time management because
Yeah, because I would agree that Instagram and just social media in general. I a lot of people ask me like I do have TikTok, but I don't use it consistently. Like if you look at
You're
my
not gonna have
TikTok,
it
I
soon.
probably have like thousands of like unread shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know you send me it, but I'm sorry, bro. I don't have time to like, dude. People literally be sending me like 30 TikToks a day, and I'm like, I
Okay,
just
30
don't.
is wild, yeah.
I don't have time to go and be like, oh, nice one, good meme. Like I don't care, bro.
You do this, but the problem is you're a hypocrite about that because you do the exact same on Instagram.
Yeah, I know, but I need like not 30, bro, but I.
Dude, this one time I woke up in
That
the
was-
middle
like,
of the night.
that's
It was,
just-
it
I
was
think
like
that's
4
probably
a.m.
just you.
And from the span of 1:30 a.m. to 3:30 a.m.,
Yeah.
you sent me so many
bro,
memes
like,
and reels. It's not even funny,
that-
bro.
Sometimes I do that before bed.
I don't have that same experience.
But if you look at my-
communication with dad is, hey, bro, look at this.
If you look at my Instagram, there's literally just like 13. Like I haven't even caught up, bro. It's just
You're
a bunch of
dickhead.
memes.
What if people are like, dude, like we haven't caught up in years? Like and you're just
I
like,
see the alerts and it's just like sent a reel. I'm like, okay, I'm good. You know, like if
what
the-
a dickhead! I check his reels when you send them to me.
I check yours, like, but there's other people that send me. I'm just like, you know, I'll do it. Like, I the only time I actually sit down and watch the reels is before bed. I'll like get in bed and be like, okay, I'll catch up.
I feel
But
like
like
that's bad for you. I feel like that's such an overload of fucking
it is
information.
right before I go to sleep. It's terrible. That's the only time I really have to like, cause during the day, like when I wake up, I'll just like, I'm just doing other shit, bro. Especially during the day, I'm like working on trading and just like. I don't like, and I told you, and like whenever I trade, I keep my phone in another room, cause I can't.
It works. It works.
It works,
Out of
and
sight,
like,
out of mind.
cause you always be like calling me, you're like, dude, fuck you, man. You're not. I'm like, dude, I swear, like my.
Okay, but I could be dying, bro, and you're just like.
Well,
"Dude,
then
I'm
I'll find
sorry,
out
bro,
a couple
I was-"
hours later that you're dead. I'll be like, damn. At least I got 1-2s today. Like shit. Nah, I'm just playing. Bro.
No, honestly, that time I called you and you told me you just started talking. I called Dan like the other day. We
No.
talked for like 3.5 hours. He totally changed my mind about trading.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
what'd you
he,
say?
like he basically mapped out like, okay, dude, he 1 to 2s, do that like 70 times.
Do you want to explain what 1 to 2
Yeah,
is
yeah,
to
yeah,
the
I'll-
audience?
Okay, yeah.
So-
yeah. So you risk 1%.
Yeah.
In,
So and it's just a risk management strategy, I guess.
Mm.
yeah.
Anyone who trades
In
successfully anything,
Forex,
forex,
stock market, whatever,
options
crypto.
trading,
Applies
like
to
let's say
everything.
you just trade raw on stocks, you buy the shares here and sell them here.
Mm.
Let's say you buy $1,000 of shares at $1 and you want to sell at $2. That's a 1 to 2, essentially, you know.
Okay.
Because let's say $1,000 is 1% of your account. So the general rule of thumb is that you risk 1% of your whole account balance. So let's say you have
Okay.
a $100,000
You
account,
don't go any
you would
further
risk
than that.
1,000 per trade.
So it's a slow but steady.
Yeah, but sometimes like
Depends.
the more capital you acquire, like if you have
Then,
a
yeah, 1%.
if you have $1,000 account, like
Yeah.
there's no sense to risk anything less than 1%, because
Yeah.
a 1% is $10. You know, so like risk $10, and then a 1 to 2 would be you win 20 if you hit if your trade hits take profit. So the whole everyone like if you do the what I'm doing is I'm collecting data as I'm saying, okay, what's my most profitable level of take profit, because like you need to know, like for you to actually enter a trade, you need to be like, okay, I actually, before you click that button, you have to know this is my setup at my time. If I see this happen, I will click it. I do not give a fuck what happens.
Yeah, and
Is
if
what-
you're an experienced trader, that's like
Yeah.
an automatic like.
They see
Yeah.
it,
That's
set a
it.
limit, that's it,
That's
or
it.
market
There's
execute.
there's no like, oh shit, did I
Yeah.
I think I might have gone wrong, or
You're not clicking the button and then getting a fucking
getting
adrenaline
second-
rush,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah,
Okay.
There's some. It's like breathing for them. At that
Yeah.
point, it's like them breathing, pretty much.
So
Drinking water.
Exactly.
It's like second nature to them. Like,
And in
people who are
terms-
really experienced traders, they
They don't think.
They just know their setups, man.
That's
They
it.
just see it and that's it.
Mm.
And that's the level that Dan and I really want to be on.
How
Yeah.
long have you been trading?
I've been trading. Well, honestly, I haven't been actively trading. I would say,
You started about 2 years ago with me.
yeah. I started about 2 years ago with IM. I was introduced to trading, but I never fully stepped in and became like a full-on, full-time trader. Just because I'm so busy with university and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which is why I hate university, because it's such a waste of time. But
Yeah, you
I
start
have
to
do
realize
because
that-
I have to do it because I'm
Yeah.
in this fucking system that
Yeah.
this fucking society created for me.
You realize the course that you're taking in university doesn't benefit you in terms of like where you want to
anything.
actually be.
Nothing at all.
I
Yeah.
before I get into a topic there.
We can go on. We could go on for a while.
Yeah, but no. I just have one thing that I wanted to say that's actually like I've been thinking about it this way recently, and it actually. Before I'll go back to the whole like profitability thing and all that, but if you think about university, and this is where I came up with this thought, because a couple days ago I saw one of my friends. They're still at A&M,
Mm.
and I saw in his story it was his roommate, and he was making fun of his roommate. He's like, look at this guy, because he's already got a job secured. And his roommate was out there like literally with his computer, his phone, on YouTube, how to get LinkedIn on his computer, on his phone, the whole like YouTube playlist, how to get hired, how to get employers to want me, how to find a job. And I'm like, you just did 4 years of a degree and you have to be to this stage, like
Yeah. It's not even guaranteed.
It's not even a guaranteed. You paid 250 grand, and that's good for the U.S. 250K is like, I would say, the lower fucking end, because that's a state school with in-state tuition. I'm not talking about a private school or an Ivy, none of that shit. Basic state school, in-state prices, 250K, half, like $250,000. Just
If you're not on financial aid, yeah.
yeah. But none of us would ever qualify, because to qualify for like a scholar, your parents have to make like less than, like, pretty much have to be below the poverty line.
Yeah, I think you have to be. Both your parents have to make less than like 60K a year.
Yeah,
something
but a lot
that,
of like
maybe 50.
I knew one person that literally, like, his dad and mom, like, on paper divorced or split. They were still together, but the mom worked at McDonald's, so she was below the poverty line, and the dad was having a decent job, but he got full rides to school.
Damn.
Like, and there are people who do that.
A lot of people finesse that, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
Who
saying
wouldn't?
you should,
Like, if
but
you could,
Like, if you can
why
do
wouldn't
that,
you?
bro,
can,
you're
yeah,
happily
yeah.
married, you're living
Yeah.
with your partner, but you're getting free education for, that's smart, bro.
If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
had the opportunity to do that, you would.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But my point is, like, bro, the fact that he had to sit down and actually, like, how to find a job, how to get hired, like, bro, he just went through 4 years, and again, I think he's like a business major. But I thought about it, I was like, you know what, like, if you go to a company and you get hired, right, and you piss the wrong person off, or let's say you're not performing like to how they expected you to perform, you are so replaceable nowadays. I don't care what
But
degree.
you could die, bro, and the next week
your
position's
job,
taken
yeah,
by
your
the
office,
next one.
instead of saying your name, it says someone else's name. Boom,
Yeah.
done. I'm like, oh shit, rest in peace.
Bro, it's a machine, bro. It's a
It
machine
is.
that's been
College-
working for
We're
the
just
last-
farming.
College is a
We're just tools,
employee
bro.
Yeah.
We are tools of the machine.
college is an employee factory, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, it is.
And
So is a school system, though, if you think about it.
everything,
Yeah.
everything.
Since
But I mean,
we
I think you do need to be educated to, like, at
Of
least high
course,
school
of
for
course, yeah.
just general, like, day-to-day knowledge, or just like how to have a conversation. Like, you don't want to be uneducated. Like, that's not a very like a attractive trait either. But when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? The one thing that can make you untouchable in this world, because you're replaceable at a job if you're a business. Even if you're an engineer, there's still thousands of other engineers in this world, right? Even though you have a very, like, valuable degree, it's still, there's a million other people you can be
Also
replaced.
in line.
Yeah, for that
Yeah.
exact position,
Yeah.
right? If you learn a skill, like, for example, trading, and you put in the work, and you think about it, you go to college for 4 years. A lot of people try trading for 6 months and quit. They're like, fuck, it's not making me money. 4 years is what most people go through the college just to get a job. So if you've not been doing trading for 4 years, which none of us have, you never know after a lot of people, it takes 4 or 5. How long does it take to make a doctor? 6 to 10, what?
It's
Maybe?
like 9.
Something
You
like
gotta
9.
You gotta go
yeah?
like residency.
And if you're a surgeon, even more, right?
It's a long ass time, but that makes sense though, because like they're
Yeah.
taking care of people's lives. And
Yeah.
That's a no. Actually,
That's
doctors.
like doctors are
That's
heroes,
a very.
bro.
I respect that.
But-
I'm giving respect, but okay, I'm not saying anything negative, but I feel bad for them because of their schedules. Like, it's awful,
Yeah.
man.
No, it takes a very special person to be a doctor, bro. You have to really like want to and love it, you know?
Yeah,
That's the thing. I feel sad for those who are pushed into an occupation that their family just.
Yeah, like
We're just
oh,
like-
like I need to be a
You're
doctor
either gonna
because
be an engineer, a doctor,
yeah.
or
Something in
or-
STEM.
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying, if you learn a skill that can make you money, whether it's trading, whether it's e-com, like if you can take your skills and monetize them, you are physically untouchable.
Yeah.
Because no one can be like the only way you can touch me if I'm a profitable trader is if you shut down the financial markets,
Which will never.
which
happen.
will never happen.
Yeah.
No one can do any. You're physically untouchable. If you have a successful e-commerce business, multiple, not just one, you have a skill that makes you money. Even if
your eggs into one basket.
exactly. So even if that one store you have or that one product you're selling makes you a lot of money now, and then tomorrow no one wants it, you at least have the knowledge of how to find the product, turn it into a profitable thing for you, how to push it through social media, ads, all this, and make money out of it. You have a monetized skill. You're untouchable.
Yeah.
No one can fire you. That's your skill. You haven't. You can't just reach into me and be like, "Yo, give me that skill." No, it's mine. You can't take it.
Yeah.
That's when you're truly untouchable.
I started seeing more and more people on Twitter, who are software engineers for different companies.
Yeah.
They're getting paid handsomely.
Oh, for sure. They get paid
150 plus a year. 150
starting like one like
Minimum.
easily starting or like a couple years in.
I don't know, but some are like in the 200s, right?
Yeah,
And
for
half
sure.
of them are like, I literally wake up and I do my own thing. I have a few meetings to set up, like, to delegate different tasks on the daily, and then I go back. I close my laptop. I do my own shit again. Go grocery shopping. Come back. Maybe have 1 or 2 more meetings, and that's it.
And they do their like
It-
whatever
they-
their
like,
budget.
it's come to a point where like they've gone bored of their own 250K yearly salary job.
Yeah, but I mean that's not a bad thing, bro.
It's not. But I'm just saying,
a
like,
lot of them-
it's crazy to even like think about,
Yeah.
bro. I feel like coding and computer science, like I feel like that's one of the things. It's like I've always wanted to see if like I've tried to, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like if I'm not gonna
Not for
have
me.
that if I'm not gonna have that background that a lot of people went to like uni for 4 years, it's like I'm always gonna be at like a little bit of a disadvantage.
Comp
'Cause all
sci-
these people have these projects already.
But that's also like a brutal major, bro.
Oh, absolutely, bro.
Like,
You've seen
any comp sci major, I know they're getting paid handsomely, but dude, they hated their life,
yeah.
bro.
Some of
They
the
hated it.
the amount of people I've met in uni who in freshman year, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing comp sci, right?" And and also like me as a freshman, I didn't really know the stereotype about like how hard comp sci was, and then
So
like
hard.
by their second or third year of uni,
Never
they're
seen
out.
it.
They're doing a different major, bro. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, but what?" Like he's like, "Yeah, I switched majors," and I'm like, "Oh, what are you doing now?" "Oh, I'm doing like sports science from comp sci." It's like, dude.
Yeah.
Comp sci weeds out all the fuckers,
Yep.
bro.
Yeah,
Yep.
that-
But the
that-
ones that stick, make it.
Guess what the first weed out class in general engineering was? Coding class.
Yeah.
After that, dude, you should have the first day of school.
What
That
code do you guys learned in?
Python.
Okay.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
They weeded out people from Python?
Dude, the thing is, the course went like, if you're a computer science major, it was fucking cash money, easy
Yeah,
A.
okay.
But like for someone with no coding background, it went from like print hello, which is any
Yeah.
monkey can do that, you know.
Hello world.
Hello world, you know, that's the first class, and the next time it's like, okay, now we're gonna do a loop, like
Yeah,
loop, and I'm
yeah.
like, okay, like this can be learned, but then out of nowhere they're like, okay, here's a whole graph of Excel. I want you to read that data off your.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that can be done. You know, you put in some code to read it off your files, but then they're like, now I want you to clean up the data, organize it into this like specific format, and then produce 10, 15 graphs. And I was like, 2 months in, and I was like, what the fuck, bro? This
Yeah,
went from print hello
pace-
world to like I'm like,
The pace.
yeah, dude.
of,
It went from like
comp-sci-
this is not too bad to like, oh my god, like someone give me your homework,
It's
bro.
that's the exact description of like what you learn in class, what the homework is, what's on the exam. That's that exact meme.
And the exam was like you had to write the code on paper, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. Like you're never gonna have to.
When are you ever gonna write code on a piece of paper, mate? Like unless you're
the two courses that really weed out a lot of people out of their majors are comp sci and calc.
It's not just that
calculus,
though. I think people not only does it weed it out because of difficulty, but university has so many levels of redundancy to it.
Oh, absolutely, bro.
That's why people are just like it's not because they're not capable sometimes. Some of them are just fucking smart, but they're just like, dude, my time is worth more than just fucking sitting here.
Yeah.
Like entering code, testing it, entering code, testing it like, over and over again. Yeah. Like no. I get it, man. Like, and that's why people should be able to do what they actually want to do. And that's why I think the education system failed so many people, man.
For sure.
Athletes.
Oh, absolutely.
Athletes in Malaysia. We talked about this too, dude. Yeah. Real athletes in Malaysia, dude, they'll never make it.
They'll never make it.
Why is that?
Because
the system here just doesn't support athletes.
Yeah.
And we talked about it.
Like school system?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of what?
Like, okay,
they also
compare
don't have
the
the
American.
Because I'm comparing the American right now, and they treat them like.
No. That's what I'm saying.
But that's not how it is here.
It's totally different.
What is it like?
It's like, okay. Well, no, school is always going to be the priority for them, right?
Yeah.
Always.
So they're not going to be like, oh yeah, you're in a travel ball team for like baseball, or like you're on a travel football team for football. You play high school football. You get all these there's a scout system in America.
Exactly.
You go to D1, they give you fucking steroids.
You go to a good high school. That's what all the good college coaches come to watch.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're like, okay, this guy, he shines. He's got talent. Let me bring him to Bama.
Yeah.
You go to Bama. One-way ticket. You shot.
That's what happened to my friend from Singapore.
NFL.
I won't say his name just in case.
Yeah.
But yeah, my friend from Singapore, he signed with the Dodgers.
Damn.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He's on the Dodgers right now.
So he's on the minor league team. So he's playing pro ball.
Okay.
That's considered pro ball, but he has to go through single A, double A, and then triple A.
Yeah.
And then out of triple A, hopefully you
MLB.
get signed.
MLB.
Hopefully you get signed to the MLB.
So he's in triple A right now.
So he's in. I think he's in single A or double A right now. But he used to be a pitcher.
But he's signed for the Dodgers already.
As in, like, that means there's their system. So that means once you go out of the AAA, once you're at AAA, you either play with like injured MLB players. So like when MLB players go on like the DL like disabled list, they'll send them back to AAA just to like
to like get back into it.
And then you'll be playing with those guys. And then once you prove yourself that you're good enough to play in the majors, they'll sign you.
You still have your,
any team can sign you.
Do you still have your MLB contracts if you get like on the DL?
Yeah. So
you still have your contract from, let's say, like the Dodgers or whatever, the Yankees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, you were saying with the athletes.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to play like a real sport in Malaysia, I feel like it's not achievable.
Are you just treated like any other student?
Yeah.
I would even say like you used to go to UWC in Singapore, right?
Yeah.
So
there was some athletic fucking dudes there, bro. And
UWC, SAS, they all had really like good but even if you think about them, and even the athletes in Malaysia, bro, like everyone always viewed the Singapore schools because they were like also a lot bigger. They had thousands of kids versus like one singular less than 1,000. They just had more athletic talent, and everyone was like, oh, the Singapore kids, man, they're always gonna beat us in tournaments. Everyone went in with that fucking losers mentality. But even then, bro, even the Singapore kids...
Didn't they?
They did. They were always...
I was about to say, like, didn't they just, like, sweep?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But, like, you also have thousands of kids to pick from, and they didn't have this bullshit where everyone plays.
Yeah.
It's either you're good as fuck and you make the team, or you're cut.
You're not even going to make it.
Exactly. Like, they didn't have time for all the unathletic losers to be like, oh, you want to... Come. Here, come on and sell the game for the starters, please. And then they sell the game, and then the coach is like, oh, damn, like, yo, get back on, fix this. I'm like, bro, you put me on with fucking 2 minutes left. I'm not Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm not going to fix this,
Yeah.
But even the Singapore kids, school was always their priority. It wasn't like athletics and then school. It was always school first.
Yeah. No, it's facts.
Kids in America...
think people should have the... It's hard to say because when you're a kid, you can't necessarily make the best decision.
You're obviously going to choose sports.
But...
Any kid will.
Like... Okay, let's take another example, like outside of like what we consider normal sports. Like, okay, let's take MMA because I'm really familiar with that.
Okay.
So let's take like a Khabib, bro.
Yeah.
That guy has been wrestling his whole fucking life.
Yeah, he's fighting
Yeah.
bears when he's a child. Right?
Like it's
Like,
it's literally
he becomes
natural.
a formidable person because he goes through that adversity, and he's wrestled his whole life. So it's literally second nature to him. We like this system where we have schools, we have people required to do things. It takes away their ability to actually focus on their strengths. Honestly. Nice, Dan. You just take all that, Jim.
I'll pass it around so we can, I didn't realize.
Go ahead. Go have a gulp. Have a gulp.
It didn't look like that much in the picture, but then I filled up my glass and
He
I was
looks
like,
at it, he pours it, it's about to finish, he's like, and then
I
finishes.
mean, bro, it would
What a
be
dickhead.
even worse if I'm like, yo,
This
here.
guy's telling a valuable story.
He's the dude that like you're eating like a bag of chips. He just finishes it and he still passes you the bag of chips.
and it's all those
It's
really
empty.
tiny
And
crumbs.
it's just empty.
He's like, you want some, bro? Fucking dick.
But yeah, that's my point. Like people who are actually like who figure out their strengths early on don't get the chance to actually capitalize on that at all.
Yeah.
Because of the system that we have.
You know, I always thought about this. It's like, in any kind of like talent, anything that requires talent, singing, sports, whatever it is, right? Think about how many people have the potential. Like they might trump like current
The
people
lack
who
of
are-
exposure.
But the thing is, they're in like in poverty-stricken third world countries.
Yeah.
They'll never be able
sad.
to leave. But the
It's
thing
so
is, there
sad.
could be
Yeah.
someone. There could be a better singer than Adele. There could be a better, a baseball player than Bryce Harper. There could be a better football player down the line than Mbappe.
Yeah, there could be
But they
some
will
kid in
never
the.
be able to like. They don't have the platform to go into the camp, find
Yeah.
like get
Yeah.
Scott, because no one's gonna look in like
There's-
a village in Kathmandu and then be like, this kid is like special,
Yeah.
but he's dirt poor.
Or
I'm
there's-
sorry to say, but like
yeah.
he just won't ever have that. Like
I would say there's
opportunity.
that, but it's also just the system itself where we have requirements, so we can't fully focus on what we actually want to do.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
that's
like-
what's
It's weird.
upsetting.
Every country has a system that works for a specific sport, if that makes sense.
Yes.
But yeah, it's never gonna. There's
the
never
school
gonna be a
system
country that
is always
really
tailored
encourages-
towards like academics.
Yeah.
Academics is
most
like
of the time.
yeah,
Like,
it's
I have a
mostly
very-
academics if you think about it.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're
Always.
in uni in the
Here-
US, if you're in uni in the US, if you are
That's
you're a
the
college
exception.
athlete,
but
then
that's
it-
the exception.
they'll baby
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
They'll build, bro. In my
Those
school,
You don't
okay.
go to school, bro. The
In my
athletes
school-
don't go to school.
my
man.
my university,
They do.
They built a new
For the athletes.
academic building just for them to take their classes
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
the most easy classes,
Yeah.
right? And the thing is,
Hey,
and the
that's
thing
mine.
is,
No, I'm just kidding.
the thing is, this school, the athletes spent over $500,000 U.S. dollars in a single year on
Equipment, healthcare.
no,
DoorDash.
food delivery.
What?
Yeah.
Paid for.
It got revealed like a few months ago. My university, also funny enough,
Actually?
our university's on strike right now. But
I saw that.
yeah. But anyways, yeah, it was like over $500,000 in like DoorDash,
Yeah.
and you can't do
Nothing.
anything about it because it's feeding the athletes that are helping the university and
Our athletes had their
revenue.
own dining hall, bro. That we had to pay $50 to go eat a singular meal. They're feeding them fucking ribeyes, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
dude. We looked at the menu and I was like, dude, this like.
A&M is A&M D1.
Yeah,
yeah.
we're like football's our main
Okay.
like we're not.
Ours is
I wouldn't say
basketball.
we're like we're pretty like. I don't know. I wouldn't want to call us even a force. This past year was very fucking embarrassing, bro.
Appalachian State.
The thing is, we're good, bro. We have a lot of talent. We have a massive football, and we have good players, bro. But I don't know what it. We always beat the massive. We always beat like we'll beat Bama, we'll beat LSU, but then we'll lose to the fucking donkey shit. I think it's just a mindset. I think we go in, we're like, oh yeah, this school's easy
See,
money, and they
I
beat
know,
us.
Yeah, I know LSU has some fucking crazy kids in baseball, man. There's a
LSU's a banger of a sports school, bro.
Don't they
dude,
have
LSU.
you know who
there's a
Livy
kid
is?
that throws. There's a kid that throws 103 in LSU.
That's
That's as fast
crazy.
as Shohei Ohtani, dude. And
Yeah.
he's fucking. He's like.
Isn't he like the best? Okay, so I saw this one like
Ohtani?
graph, and it was like the best players of in any sport
In their
the world,
generation.
in their age.
How old is Ohtani?
20 something.
He's late 20s. I want to
27,
say
28?
yeah, somewhere.
I
around
saw.
there.
I literally just saw.
Isn't
like,
that's
the
probably
other
the peak of an athlete for most
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
like
day.
tennis.
You're lucky if you can still do really good in your 30s.
Depends
Like
what's-
Benzema is like he hit his 30s and he's still like.
It depends
performing.
what sport though, because like I would say tennis, maybe not so much fighting, because if you've already been you've already been.
It's just
you've had the shit kicked out of you.
Every match that you will be in will always contribute to
Yeah.
your health and your body.
I wouldn't even say 28
slowly
for.
deteriorating more and more.
I wouldn't even say
Yeah.
28
You're never gonna
for.
gain more power.
Exactly.
Except mentally,
You'll gain more experience,
Yeah.
but that's it. I wouldn't even say
Yeah.
28 for American football. Depends what position. If you're a quarterback, maybe.
That's if
Yeah.
you can make it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even say does the lineman the average career of a defensive lineman or an offensive lineman is a couple years,
Yeah.
because you take so many fucking hits that it's
Yeah.
you're always getting this dude, everyone's always trying to get to the quarterback, so you're on the O-line, you're always getting damage, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard Poirier. I was watching another Poirier podcast because I love Poirier, man. He has so much heart, and he's
He's
a good
dude.
guy. He's a good
dude.
guy, man. You want him
I
to
would
win.
root for him, bro.
Yeah, you root for
I root
him,
for him,
yeah.
bro.
He's just not
It's
a dickhead, bro.
Yeah, but it's
So
so
is
hard to be
Gaethje.
his fan sometimes, man. Because I'm like, fuck, dude, you had a chance to be world champion. You lost to Oliveira. I'm like, god damn, dude, that was your one chance. And once Makhachev came in, I was like, I'm sorry, man. I love you, bro, but you're not beating Makhachev. That's
Is Makhachev
Yeah.
undefeated?
yeah. Oh, no, he has one loss.
When he first started.
I think it was early on in his career. I think it might have even been before the UFC because
Two-
I haven't
two
seen him
Khabib.
lose.
But
He's a Khabib 2.0, bro.
the
He is.
Poirier McGregor fight is the most the last one, right? Is it the third fight where McGregor broke his foot,
Yeah, he
ankle?
I think he shattered
was-
his calf.
That
pretty
was
much.
the only event I've ever put money on. I think I put $100 on it.
On who?
Poirier, of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
you put on Poirier.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, the momentum was just there, bro. This dude was on a roll.
There's probably so many
And then I
Conor
saw
dick
that
riders.
happen. I was
But he explained, Poirier explained athletic prime in UFC. He's you start out with your athletic ability pretty high,
Yeah.
and then your athletic ability may fall eventually.
It'll
but
fluctuate.
But then your IQ, your fight IQ starts to level out, and that starts to level out with your athletic ability and your IQ, and that's basically
That's when you're killer.
that's exactly.
So this is gonna lead me to what I wanted to ask you actually
Yeah.
before I thought about this before we started this episode, but I want to get into some kind of I don't know what it is yet. I don't know if it's boxing. I don't know if it's whatever. But what do you have any what tips would you give to any general person that wants to get into it? Because I feel I would just go into it fucking raw dog, and then I just get my shit wrecked.
You're gonna have to.
I mean, yes, obviously, but at the same time, I feel any tips or any heads up.
That's what I did. Honestly, I raw dogged it. I didn't really
Yeah, you did.
I mean, I watched so much UFC and stuff, but that will never prepare you for what's actually gonna happen.
Yeah.
I was dirty at the UFC video game.
Oh, you were?
The original one, but I was fucking dirty, man.
Because you went to a couple months in Phuket for
I spent 3 months in Tiger.
Yeah.
Which is I guess it's the quintessential training camp in all Southeast Asia.
For Muay Thai.
For Muay Thai.
MMA,
No,
right?
it's everything. It's everything
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah, they do jiu-jitsu, wrestling, Yeah, okay. So I did do.
What was your
jiu-jitsu.
experience there?
So I did do jiu-jitsu. Okay, my first experience there was walking in, and it was late at night. And I was like, okay, there's probably no one training, and nah, dude, they're still training, bro.
Yeah.
The fucking these nut jobs there, dude, they're still training.
Are they all from
It was
all
it was
ages?
all ages.
Yeah.
It was mostly the big, really fucking big men that scared me, man. Because I came in, I had my luggage with me. I was like, okay, I just landed in Phuket.
Oh, that was the first place you went?
Yeah, dude. I landed in Phuket. And I was straight up, just going to Tiger. Because I
didn't even check in anywhere?
No, Tiger. No, because they had accommodation there.
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
lived
okay.
at the camp.
How was
bro.
the accommodation?
Damn.
Oh, it was real simple, bro. Bed, shower,
Yeah.
Fight.
sink. That's it.
How was the food?
Dude, food's good. Though.
Fuel, bro.
Food's good. No, the food's good though.
Yeah, okay.
I think you would like it though, because they serve,
Macro type shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
They
okay.
know how to they know how to feed their.
They know how to
fight.
feed
Yeah,
their men, bro.
absolutely.
They
You
know,
have to-
they know how to feed their boys. But and it's good pad thai and everything.
Oh, yeah.
All the Thai food's there, but healthy Thai food. So
Yeah.
you love it. It's just a bit pricey. Sometimes I go down the road and I would find other food. But
You don't pay for a package that
you can pay for
covers
a package.
everything?
Yeah, it doesn't cover everything if you're training every day the way you're supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when I came in, dude, fuck, man, this guy's hitting pads, tattoos everywhere, neck, shoulders,
Jeez.
fucking legs.
And you were a beginner at the time.
Yeah, I'm a beginner at the
Never
time,
fought.
bro.
Go
Never
up to
fought,
one
bro.
pussy.
He's hitting pads, man, and it's sounding like fucking gunshots are going
Yeah.
on. Bam, bam, bam. bam, like fucking hitting the pads hard, dude. I'm like, dude, where the fuck did I sign up for, man? And I'm like, I'm like, fuck, I'm here for 3 months, dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
Every day for 3 months.
Yeah, every day for 3 months.
Oh my god.
So, and then I did jujitsu class, and there's some like Habib camp-ish guys, like they have the beard, they have the ears, and like he's like, yeah, I'm a white belt. I'm like, you're a white belt? He's like, yeah, I only do wrestling, man. You've never done jujitsu. That's why I'm a white belt. I'm like, oh, okay. Dude, you roll with these guys? I'm just like, oh fuck, tap. Oh fuck! I just kept tapping and tapping and tapping, man.
Yeah.
Like I got humbled so quick.
Yeah.
But you were getting taught along the way, right?
Yeah, I'm getting taught along the way, but that's the important.
What's
lesson
their
I learned.
method of teaching? Like they show you the moves and then they like say, okay, practice or.
Yeah, so they would usually have like at least 2 or 3 pretty experienced guys running the class, and the way we do jiu-jitsu is like we would just go through all the motions real slow. So like for example, like a real naked choke, we would just. It's going through the motion. It's like muscle memory.
Yeah,
it's like going through the perfect golf swing for you.
Okay.
You just go through it real slow, and then once you start to
practice
nail it down,
the parts of the motion. So like the first
everything,
move and the take. Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
Okay.
Everything. Yeah. So that's that. I really like that part of it. But I think my most important lesson from that was pretty much just getting humbled.
Yeah.
Because I had this idea that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pretty. Like I even trained before going.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I'm decently fit. I'm kind of strong. I feel like I'd be okay.
Yeah.
Dude, you're no match for these fucking nut jobs there, bro.
Yeah.
Like these dudes, they just.
They'll kill you.
Yeah.
They'll kill you.
And then the funny thing is, there's no security there, like at all, because just no one would fuck with anyone.
Yeah. Fair.
I mean, imagine you go in, they try like rob it or some shit. You just have like
You just have like
200
line of like
200 angry fighters that you like woke up from a dead sleep before training, and they're just like, get out. Can I have the money? No. All right, y'all just go down the
I
street.
don't even think they would even say anything. I think they just start chasing.
Like, just
bro.
get out, dude.
Yeah.
Just get out.
Yeah, no, they might give you the chance because they're like a lot of the fighters, like
They're nice. They're really
true
nice,
fighters
yeah.
are really humble people, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you better be like they're super humble because they're like, you fucking touch me, I'll kill you, you know. And they know that you know that most of the time.
Yeah. They have nothing to prove. I think that's
Yeah.
what it is. But yeah, they're really humble. They're really nice. There was one middleweight. I talked to one UFC middleweight there. His name is Ian. You might have to edit it in, dude. But his name is Ian something. But he went to a Spanish prison for dealing MD for like he used to live in Colorado. And is this okay? Can I talk about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not. You're not incriminating yourself.
No.
It was Ian, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in his Spanish name is El Huracán, like the hurricane.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Is
fuck
that he
with
was
it.
in prison?
He was in a Spanish prison.
See, why
but
don't they
his
call a
story was-
hurricane that?
El Huracán?
Like they're calling it fucking Wilma. That's scary. Now, if I said El Huracán is 10
Wilma
miles,
just
I'd be like,
sounds
oh
I could find his
shit,
name
bro.
right
Wilma just sounds like it's just gonna give you a nice hug.
Yeah, like it's gonna just
Like,
shake
I'm
the house.
safe.
If I heard
Wilma is here.
if I heard
I'm not gonna get some cookies.
El
after-
Huracán Category 5 storm, I'd be like, oh.
No, but you have to come up with because that's the hurricane.
yeah,
or
I
you
know.
have to
But
come
dude,
up with a
imagine
different
if you
name every
heard
time.
the hurricane.
Oh, there it is. Ian Heinisch. Yeah. This dude. Yeah, he told me about his story and how he got into like a Spanish prison. He like.
Living in Spain, obviously.
No, he was living in Spain. No, but first he got to. Okay, so what happened was he was dealing a lot of MDMA when he was living in Denver, Colorado.
Is he American?
Yeah, he's American. And he eventually got. Like, people knew that he was dealing, and he got almost caught by
While
the
he was a
DEA.
fighter?
No, he wasn't fighting
okay.
it. This is how he discovered fighting. He discovered it in prison.
Damn.
So he defected off to, like...
He ran from the authorities.
He defected out to, like, I think it was Colombia first, and he was dealing coke there, and then he... Like, some of the drug dealers were connected in Spain. This is a very shortened story. It's much longer, but... He eventually ended up in a Spanish prison where he was about to deal more coke, and the authorities caught him with all this coke on him. He had to spend time in Spanish prison for like 10 years, and he knew his wrestling.
At what
in the
age?
prison.
Time.
In the prison. He
How old was
wrestling
he
and
when he
fighting.
got like?
I'm assuming.
He must have been like
he was like when he got caught like dealing MD. He was like, I think, pretty young in Denver, Colorado.
15.
I would say like late
Right,
teens,
okay.
probably like 17, 18.
Maybe.
And
But that means he missed
defected-
his whole fighter prime in prison, no?
No. I mean, kind
He
of.
might have hit it in
But
prison.
yeah, he started wrestling in prison, and people started calling him
I
in
definitely-
Spain El Hurrican, and that's how he got his
He
nickname.
definitely fought for like money too in prison.
And yeah,
For
he
sure.
did, and he has the cauliflower ears and everything.
Mm.
And I met him once because he was on his motorbike, and I was just carrying like pad thai, and he honked at me. He was like, boom, boom. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, okay, sorry, bro. And I started talking to him like at the cafe and shit. He was actually a pretty chill dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really, but he's not ranked anymore. He used to be ranked like top 15 like in 2019, but not anymore.
Probably retired.
Yeah.
Sure,
I don't know if he's
Should I
retired.
get to spar with him?
Nah, dude. I don't.
Yeah,
Spar,
I'm
I
just like,
never
nope.
sparred with pros, man. I never
Okay.
sparred with pros. The only like pro experience I had was with the jiu-jitsu
What-
wrestlers.
What's the latest age if you want to become a pro fighter? What's the latest age you can start? I've always wanted to know this. I mean, I just need.
I would say-
some.
I wouldn't start. It's hard for me to say, man. Like I can't really dictate.
Depends
that.
how hard you work.
I think I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't even say that because there's some things about muscle memory and
Yeah.
movement that you just can't teach.
But yeah, but I think if you start, I would say
If you want to be
20.
successful, I would say
Make into
Like,
at least Bellator.
I wouldn't
or
say,
or
like
UFC
16, 17.
yeah.
to start.
Yeah,
What do you
Did that Ngannou guy start pretty late?
he did, but that's a genetic anomaly though.
Yeah.
Because his punching power is as hard as like some forward
It's like-
focus going in like.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah, yeah.
As a car?
Yeah, he hits
Yeah.
as
His
hard as a.
punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's as hard as a. That's a genetic anomaly. There are some guys.
If he was to hit us in the face, we'd probably
He
die.
also worked in sand mines when he was
Yeah.
No, I genuinely think we'd
7
die.
years old.
Yeah.
Assuming that's the thing I can't really say, but I would say like if you want to be successful, assuming you don't have any athletic background,
Yeah.
like 16,
Yeah.
and you just really work hard from there. But
What
even
if-
then, like every dude I think a lot of men, and maybe more males, I would say, are like obsessed with the idea of a fighter, but
It's not a good lifestyle.
it's
bro.
not a good life. It's really not a good life. You get beat up, you get the shit kicked out of you. You
Yeah.
still gotta go to training. You still gotta pay for your coaches.
It's a tough life as well,
It's
bro.
a real tough
It's
life.
not like you're.
It's not.
It's not.
It's
I don't even when people are like it's not all sunshine. I don't think there's any sunshine and
No.
rainbows, but until you
Got the
get
money.
but
and
even
until
when
you get to the fucking top of the UFC or like
True.
any of the bigger leagues,
True.
maybe one championship, like
your
Yeah.
life
the money's
sucks.
not even
Your
that
life
good,
sucks.
bro.
You could fight in a cage, but like
Yeah.
it's like there's like 15 people in attendance.
And you
You're
could-
getting
yeah.
paid for like a meal.
and
bro.
you could get there and like actually get the fucking shit kicked out of you, and
Yeah.
that's your career.
Yeah.
And all you got out of it was like, oh, here's a $500,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're there with like, I don't know, broken face, like
Broken
nose
orbital
always,
bone.
you know,
Yeah.
like literally always feeling
Brain
like
damage,
like
huh?
brain damage. You always feel like shit,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh fuck me, I'm a good fighter though. You know, like,
Have you watched the Creed movies?
dude, I have
I
to
have,
pee.
I
I
have.
have,
You like
to,
them?
I have to pee so bad. Someone's
really
gotta
got-
someone's gotta let me out, bro.
I gotta pee as well, dude.
You want me to entertain the podcast while you guys pee?
No, Dan can go.
Nah, you just kill two
I
birds
gotta-
with one stone.
I need to get out though, bro.
Go
Alright.
the other way.
I'm too fat for both ways. All
My phone's been on the ground this whole time.
Andre, you can sit in my seat. Use my mic, whatever.
This is the Joe Rogan podcast.
Anyways, I was saying.
This
I was
fucking
saying
dude.
is- Bro, the Creed movies are sick.
They are sick, dude.
Except the last one got a little corny in terms of fight scenes.
I feel like it was too choreographed.
I mean, he did make the fights more anime inspired.
Yeah,
Watch
yeah,
anime?
yeah. No shit,
What
dude.
animes you watch?
I would say like, okay, the first one was
Demon Slayer?
Naruto.
Oh, okay.
I do watch Demon Slayer. There's like anime movies as well. Off
Yeah,
the top
yeah,
of my
yeah.
head,
I like the bold take. I like movies more than the shows. 'Cause
Sure.
You get everything done in because a lot of anime is just.
filler. Yeah.
God.
That's the problem.
I
That's the
gave
problem.
up on so many because I was like, dude, there's 1,000 episodes. I have to find a guide that says like, okay, which one is like the ones that aren't fillers, and it's like, fuck, like One Piece isn't done yet. I
Dude,
didn't
that's
even try.
crazy.
I didn't even
It's
try
still-
with One Piece. I
it's-
probably watched one episode and I was like, I'm done. But I grew up. You know, the funny thing is, in uni, my last 2 years, my second to last year, I lived with 8 other guys. 8 other guys in one house. Most of them were frat dudes, white frat dudes, the most stereotypical white frat dudes. But they were obsessed with anime. They loved it. They
Yeah.
ate that shit up, bro.
Yeah.
Like everything, bro. And what's so cool is that they introduced me to the world. They introduced me to the world of anime. They introduced me to the world.
Huh? Of course I am. What, are you going to try to steal it?
I mean, shit, bro. There's half a glass over there.
They introduced me to the world of anime, but the problem is they know how to binge watch that shit for like days on end, and I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah. No, I can't do that either, man. I really watch my anime slow now. But the only anime I actually binged fully, like completely throughout, was just Naruto.
Jeez. Even all,
Dude,
even
so all 720
What about
episodes.
Boruto? You
No,
still-
fuck that,
Okay,
fuck
you
that.
just watched
Just Naruto.
not Shippuden.
No, Naruto. There's Naruto, there's Shonen, and then there's Shippuden.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 720 episodes
So,
in total.
are you familiar with a move called the Kamehameha?
I don't know if you guys saw that. I almost
That's
fell in my own chair.
that's Dragon Ball. That's okay.
The Kamehameha?
Yeah.
That's okay. That proves that you're just really uncultured.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. him and Ben make, because they're moves in Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
They make fun of anime, but it's actually fucking hyper masculine.
It probably is, okay?
Intense fight
But
scenes.
we just went back to this whole, like, dude, if I...
Smash?
Yeah, the Deku's... Dude, if I get...
Smash is so cool,
If
bro.
I get lost...
My
My
Hero.
Hero,
Yeah.
bro.
I watched.
Cool in
Detroit, was it Detroit Smash where he says that?
If I
I
get
want to keep
lost,
going, but I need to piss real
You
fucking
need to
bad.
go pee, go
Okay,
pee.
thank you guys.
If I get
Fuck
lost
this
in
gin.
the... If I get lost in the world of
Why?
anime... That's it for me, bro.
I don't think you'll get. Actually, you will get obsessed.
I don't think it's built for you and me.
Yeah.
You don't never-
Gay shit.
Bro, you don't understand.
I just...
What did you say? What do you mean?
They make hentai out of that stuff.
They make hentai out of everything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but out of anime, bro.
Bro, you don't understand how cool the fight. Have you ever watched any anime fight scenes?
No, I mean,
want
bro,
to, bro.
I don't care to, bro, because it's like bullshit, you know?
What's it gonna like do for me?
Bro, it is the most epic. Like, it's like, imagine 500 episodes leading up to a final fight against someone who has the power of like a galaxy.
500 episodes.
You don't have to. I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Many of
the
them.
culmination of.
Dude, I feel like watching anime and smoking weed just goes together, and I don't have time for, like, if you watching anime is an extreme. Most people who are fucking mad into anime that I know are all have had a stoner phase, and it was during their stoner.
Everyone's had a stoner phase.
Everyone
What's
had.
your point?
But I didn't. The one thing about me is I didn't have a stoner phase while I watched anime. I guess I just fucking ate.
Yeah,
and
you know
got
what you
fat.
ate, bro? I mean, you know what you watched, bro? Jane the Virgin when you were high.
No,
so get the fuck
I
out
watched
of
that
here,
before
bro.
in high school when I was
Oh my
sober.
God. This guy can't say shit with what he watches.
No,
Because
bro.
the shit he watches is the most, oh my God, Caucasian white high schooler shit ever, bro.
That was high school, bro.
Bro,
When I
you
wa-
still watched Outer Banks season 3. Did they get to El Dorado, bro?
they,
You fucking,
they did, all right.
and then you watch fucking Riverdale, bro.
In college, I'm not
You make
ashamed.
it sound like it's a flex. It's
I'm not
even
ashamed.
worse.
I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed, bro. I enjoyed the shows. I enjoyed it.
I need someone to back me up, bro.
Yeah, you just need someone to, dude. Like, you can shit on me all you want, bro, but I
Look how you
enjoyed.
turned out.
I turned out
Softy.
fucking fine, huh? Perfect, bro.
Perfect.
Yeah, took a while to become perfect, but
Bro, did you hear what we were saying?
No,
This
dude,
man
I
would
just had a
ref-
sigh of relief for all
he's
time.
just trying to shit
This
on me for the
guy's
shit I used to
refusing
watch.
anime, but
Not
instead
refused,
he
I just don't have the
instead
time.
He spent his uni years watching Riverdale, Outer Banks, and Jane the Virgin.
I didn't watch. Dude,
Okay, I'm
get
gonna
your
shit on
facts
you now, bro.
fucking
I'm gonna
straight.
shit on you,
Get
dude.
your facts straight.
They're saying anime is useless, bro. Think about like years.
Okay,
of
calm down, though.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
This man is
Calm
fucking
down, though,
going
calm down, though.
crazy, bro.
But you
Okay,
understand, I'm not
I-
even the biggest anime fan. Like, I don't even watch anime like that. My friends are.
Did
even
you ever
bigger
like
anime
jerk
fans.
off to it?
No, you don't.
That's called
You
hentai.
probably
but-
did.
You don't watch anime like
You
that.
definitely did, bro. You're so fucking into it, bro. You're like an Italian talking about pizza. They're like, ugh.
You're Italian, you fucking idiot.
That's why he knows.
Oh,
But okay,
okay,
and
okay.
back to the point.
Apologies for this guy. He's
Back-
a bit of a.
back to
the
the
word
point.
starts with a C. There's a U in it, and it ends with a T. I'm not gonna say it, but he's a bit of
That-
one of those, you know, just a little bit.
Back to the point.
Yeah.
Okay, anime is dope, and if you watch
I'm gonna-
Riverdale over anime, you're a fucking loser.
There's like, dude, it's you're watching like like drama catered to like
Okay, no, I don't.
women, bro.
I feel like he just hasn't been introduced to like the right one.
Yeah, no, he's never even seen a fight scene.
Oh shit! Really?
You've never seen a fight scene, bro. It is the most intense.
Look at him. Intense, crazy, dick.
I agree with him. I agree with him.
Boner inducing. Like damn.
No,
bro.
no, I
This guy
I'm with
loves
Harris
his
on this.
fucking anime, bro.
I'm with Harris on this. Like, dude, okay, I'm a fucking nerd. Okay, here, I'm a nerd. All right, dude. I'm into like Lord of the Rings, all these fucking
Okay, I
swords,
love
Witcher,
Seriously,
and everything.
if you're a
bro.
nerd, you can't.
No,
shit on it,
I'm a
bro.
nerd on like on every aspect.
Do you think
of
the
Star
fight?
Wars?
Do you think the
Yeah,
fight?
yeah, yeah.
Do you think the fight
Everything.
scenes in Star Wars and Lord of the Rings are epic?
Fuck
Would
yeah.
you describe them as
Okay,
epic?
Lord of the Rings though.
Lord of the Rings.
Would you
is
describe them
epic.
as epic?
I wouldn't
One
word
word,
Yeah,
epic.
yeah, yeah.
I think there's
Lord of the
only-
Rings. Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
I think
Lord of the
there's
Rings.
only-
Bro, all you need to do is watch it in animated form with crazy powers, and it's even more epic.
I think there's only
That's
one
it.
scene in Star Wars I would consider epic.
Which one?
The Obi-Wan and Anakin fight on Mustafar. I would consider that fucking that was dope.
Like the fine.
On the when
On the volcano?
Before- yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a fucking like that was the
I don't know. A lot of Mandalorian's fight scenes are pretty cool.
Yeah, but like I'm
But
talking
he
I'm
kind of
talking,
just
I'm
sauces,
talking about
he sauces everyone up.
I'm just
to be
talking about
honest.
lightsaber duels
Okay.
in
yeah,
in
that's
terms of
fu-
Star Wars.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't
Yeah.
I don't maybe the one with Obi-Wan, Darth Maul, and Qui-Gon. That was a pretty cool one too. Because of the seat, like the location they were at.
Dude, you need to watch Sasuke versus Naruto, bro.
Yeah. You guys
just
find a
okay,
good
the
episode.
No, just
Introduce
watch
it
the
to
fight.
me.
Just watch the fight
because
scene.
The thing is, though, I can't just show you the fight scene and you'd find it epic. You'd have to understand the
Okay,
backstory of.
give him a summarized version of like the back. Oh, it's so.
Bro, I
it's
can't.
so
I can't.
deep.
I can't summarize it now, dude. I can't.
But did you watch did you watch anime majority when you were high?
Nah, I was sober.
Bro, a lot of people
20
watch in their
minutes.
childhoods, bro.
And you can skip the shit ones,
Right.
bro. You can skip the shit ones.
How do you know when to shit one?
There's a guide.
There's a guide that tells you like, okay, this one.
Okay.
It's
No,
not,
it's not
it's
shit,
what's
it's
canon.
filler.
There's like canon and filler ones where they're like filler means like episodes that don't really have any part to play in the
Every
actual
show
story.
in history always has a filler episode.
Right.
Every season or a few.
Yeah.
Every podcast.
Yeah.
This might,
But basically, to enhance what he's saying is, I kind of imagine how crazy the phenomenon of like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z
Get
were
more excited. I want you to say crazy.
in the late 2000s, early 2010s. Think about how
Yeah.
think about how crazy like the visual graphics are in 2023 in terms of like the fight scenes
Yeah.
and like everything.
you're describing this to
They
like
do, and they never work because you can't replicate like the art of anime. Have you ever heard of the Dragon?
Yes, man.
Bro, have you ever heard of the
I
Dragon
agree with
Ball
you,
Z
Harris, but you're
movie,
talking
bro?
to a brick wall here,
Bro,
man.
have you ever seen the Dragon Ball Z movie? Have you ever heard of it? No. You know why? Because it's actually one of the
Okay, actually-
lowest rated IMDb movies of all time.
Here's the
That's
thing.
how shit it was. They choose a white guy, bro.
But they actually made a movie.
They've made multiple movies on animes, bro. They made a Death Note live action. Death Note's one of the most popular ones. That's actually only one season.
Huh.
All right, okay.
Like,
I'll tell.
30 episodes.
I think Daniel would like Dragon Ball.
No, I think he would like Demon Slayer. It's not that long and it's amazing.
No, but dude,
I don't
Dragon
know
Ball
which
is
one
just
I'd
jack
like.
dudes
You
that
guys
keep
hash it out.
fighting, bro.
No, because he wants.
Which
he
one's Deku in?
He like.
Deku is My Hero Academia. Nah, you wouldn't like that, bro.
Fuck that guy.
Facts. Guy's a fucker. Hate him.
No,
Oh, is it because you play Fortnite? You got fucked by Deku?
Yeah, every
that's why they
fucking-
hate anime, bro.
Every fucking time
That's
I
the basis
see
of it?
I'd be like, all right, I'm done.
He's one of those guys.
Fucking
that
kill
initially-
me.
He's one of those. He's one of those guys that initially started as like, dude, anime is for fucking weirdos and fucking.
I always
children.
thought it was for like a reclusive Asian.
Bro, you don't understand.
Swear, and then I
And I
saw a
told
lot
you
of
this-
people in college. I was
I-
like, "You watch anime,
Bro,
Like, you're
I told you
fucking
this on
white
Party
as
Chat.
shit."
I told you this on Party Chat. At one point in 2020 and 2021, out of the top 5 shows that were like the most popular shows in the United States of America, the entire
Yeah,
country,
it was an anime.
3 of them were anime. 3.
The U.S. has a lot of stoners, bro.
That's true.
But
It's not even about getting
it's
stoned.
it's beating like.
But okay,
Top
fine. I would say
shows,
that
which is
like
insane.
Asians here, like or in Malaysia,
Bro.
all around Asia, they'll watch it sober. They appreciate it. But I feel like in the U.S.,
Bro, you'd be surprised, bro.
really,
Dude, a
so
lot
you're
of
telling
dudes
me
watch it
There's
sober.
people-
conventions. There's an entire world. It might be like top 4 in terms of like pop culture. It might be like the top 4 most lucrative like industry
Industries?
world. Yes, bro.
That's crazy.
If you go to, I think there's more anime conventions than comic book conventions.
Well,
you know how
now-
big how many,
now.
Yeah.
bro? You know how big after MCU blew up? What do you mean now, bro? MCU's
Nowadays.
at an all-time
Comic book conventions like now versus in the like.
Bro, you know
when
how big Comic Con is?
It's
It
pretty big.
is.
It's pretty big.
It's always big.
But
It
that's
only
it.
gets bigger.
What else? What else is there besides Comic Con?
There's a lot, bro. I don't know because I don't follow it. I don't go to them.
They're all smaller.
Yeah, no, bro. There's still a lot, bro. There's like South by Southwest.
So you're telling me
and all
that there's more like anime conventions
Think
now?
about it. This.
Yes.
Think about this, dude.
because there's room for people to cosplay too,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
it's insane, bro.
Like okay, I'm
Some
you
NPC
know I'm damn
activities,
fucking
bro.
nerd because I have anime tattoos as well. So
A lot of my friends have anime tattoos.
Would you say that anyone who cosplays is actually like the definition of an NPC,
No, it's a
No.
passion that people follow.
or just a fucking
Nah.
hobby?
I can respect.
I think NPC move is doing nothing and smoking weed all day.
yeah.
That's NPC. And I'm guilty of it.
Not anymore.
I used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because think about it, bro.
I-
Not
I'm-
everyone's passion.
I know who you're referencing. though.
I'm guilty of it.
No, you have to realize not everyone's passion always has to be like of monetary value. Like if you
some
genuinely
people are
love Star
genuine-
Wars and you build your own Darth Vader costume and you show up to a convention, I can respect that because you put in that time and effort and your love for something and you did something with it, bro.
Like, everything.
There's nothing
like,
wrong with it, but I feel like once it becomes a problem, it becomes a problem once you start spending.
Once you start jerking off to it, yeah, it's a problem. Rule
that-
34 of everything.
And like once you spend more time on that than your actual like well-being, man.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like an obsession.
I will say there
Because at
is
the end of the day, it's not real.
no, nothing's real.
But I think people sometimes
This
like,
podcast isn't
distract-
real.
Some people distract themselves from the things going on in their life with something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they might distract themselves from like bullshit going on in their life with like oh fuck it, I'm just gonna dress up as Darth Vader and go like fight with other people dressed up as Jedis and shit. You know?
Yeah, our audience members asking where does anime originate? Do you know by any chance?
It's gotta be Japan.
It's
right?
Japan
be Japan.
mangas. You guys don't know what mangas are?
Mangoes.
Mangas, not the fruit. Mango.
Manga.
Manga.
Mangoes.
Manga is basically the
The
books,
comic.
the books of that build like the live, the actual anime. But the problem is, I mean, it's not a problem, but like, they are collection after collection after collection. Like
Yeah.
they
It
go
It just
on,
goes on.
and that's why animes are really long because they base it off the
The books?
manga. Yeah, and no, I kind of sort of.
So was Naruto a
That's
manga
what-
before?
Yep.
Yeah, they're all mangas.
All of them are.
Every single anime, if not, yeah, most if not all are based on manga. That's why so many have so many
You need to see what a
episodes.
fucking manga looks like.
It's
bro.
black and
It's
white.
like a Japanese comic book.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to describe it.
Read it backwards.
Yes,
Yeah.
Why did they do that?
because that's the way the.
So
letters
this
read.
is
I'm
this
glad
a,
to
is
say
this
I've
a
never bought
manga?
one though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I've
Bro, you
never
don't
bought
understand
one.
how lucrative they are in the world, bro. My friend has a
So like
collection.
the
of manga.
original Naruto manga is probably worth millions now, huh?
like original, maybe.
Like
I
the
don't-
first one.
maybe. I
So,
don't
so you're
know.
telling me there
I
was
don't-
like
I
one
don't-
singular author of Naruto?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, probably several. There's
Like-
there's several writers. There's like writers and artists.
But there's like
Of
it's
the
like
actual
same, It's
manga,
like producing it's like producing a book, dude.
yeah, and
No,
then
no,
you
no,
adapt
actually,
it
no.
into,
It's like producing a comic book.
Okay.
Yeah.
and then you adapt it to like.
For screenplay.
But the thing is, I guess one thing that you guys might think about anime is that it's super like family friendly. Oh, it's like
I don't
weird.
think so.
Bro,
I don't
they
think
can
so.
get fucking. I genuinely think I've seen more animes that are more like gruesome and like graphic than I've ever seen in like any other piece of content.
Don't watch Berserk.
I want to watch it.
Don't watch Berserk.
Okay.
PSA, don't watch Berserk.
Okay.
If you like your sanity, don't watch Berserk.
I like my sanity.
Isn't
Yeah.
Tokyo Ghoul pretty graphic too?
That's nothing compared to Berserk.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched that show. I was like, God damn.
That's
This
nothing
getting
compared
tortured.
to Berserk.
Gentlemen, the episode has been running for approximately
1 hour.
1 hour and going on 10 minutes in the next 20 seconds. While I love talking about anime,
Yeah.
it's
Maybe Maybe we'll show you something that maybe
it
will
might
change
it
your
might be
mind.
time to go refill our waters. And
Before we end
Get
this,
the-
have you watched The Boys?
Nah.
You gotta watch The Boys.
Little Gordon.
I'm saving it though. I'm saving it.
Saved us a little.
I'm saving the
a
boys.
little bit of
Why?
Gordon's.
I mean,
I don't
new
have time
season's
to
about
watch
to
it
come
right
out.
now.
New season's
I
about
just
to
don't
come
have
out.
time to watch it right now, man.
You gotta watch the new
I
season
genuinely
of
don't
The
watch
Boys.
it right now.
Is the video
But
rolling?
dude, K dramas are sick too.
Yeah, is it still rolling?
Huh?
K-drama.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Korean dramas are sick as fuck. By
Oh,
the
yeah.
way. Yeah.
Have you watched Physical 100?
Yeah.
I still haven't watched it. You know what Physical 100 is?
I have no idea what that is.
It's a reality kind of show on
I've
Netflix.
seen it, but it gets really repetitive, so I just skip through the season.
Apparently the finale's rigged. Yeah.
That's what I heard too.
But anyways, it's a reality show on Netflix.
Wait,
It's a Korean reality
You
show.
watch Squid Game?
No, but it's in
Yeah.
real life. But it's like they
You haven't
collect.
seen Squid Game?
Yes.
Oh,
They
okay.
collect 100 of the
That
like
shit
the
was good.
strongest Korean like people, and they do like physical tasks
Yeah,
for a
all
whole
these
season.
athletes,
Different types of strength, bro.
like bodybuilders,
What's it
like
called?
boxers.
Physical 100.
And then what? Like they just do
They
tasks.
they do basically these
And it's
physical
down-
fitness test
and
competitions.
it's down to
and
like
they
one at
compete.
the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down to like
Just
two
to see
people.
What's the best physique? Like,
Yeah.
Not well, like
most effective.
That's the
yeah,
main
yeah,
goal.
yeah.
So
But the thing
which
is, I feel
physique
like
won
it's
the
not
finale?
Totally accurate because they
You
competed
gotta watch,
in
bro.
teams.
I haven't finished it.
There's 100 episodes.
No, it's 100
Yeah.
people.
Because
How
at
many
some point they
episodes?
split into teams, right?
Like
Oh,
less
I
than
didn't
10.
see that part. I saw where
How
they
much did you skip?
They were dating, and then they were wrestling, and then there was like this course where they're running away from each other with a ball in their hand.
Bro, just watch the highlights, bro.
No, man, it's so repetitive. Like, it's like everyone's like
Did-
having to go through it, and it's like, fucking hell, man. Like, who's gonna win?
You just watched the highlights.
You just wanna know. You just wanna know.
Who the fuck is
That-
gonna
that's
win?
And then it's like, oh, like, next season coming out.
There's like a CrossFit guy, right? The CrossFit guy won.
Yeah, CrossFit.
Yeah, yeah.
Why'd
I thought that was
CrossFit guy
surprising though.
won?
you spill it?
Dude, fuck it. Everyone's already watched it.
I don't give a
anyway.
shit, bro.
He
I
doesn't
don't,
care
I'm not
anymore.
He
gonna
was
watch
interested in it.
Were you?
No, I'm not. I was gonna skip to the last episode, bro.
That's
If
exactly what this dude did.
Instead of
Like, there's
watching-
absolutely
Dude,
no
he didn't
way.
really- he didn't even know they split up into
I
teams,
actually
bro.
wanted to watch it, but then it was like getting way too like repetitive. It's like, oh, like next round. Because there's 100 fucking people doing the same fucking game. It's like, fuck up.
Yeah, yeah.
You win.
He should be
Yeah.
a pod. He should just be on the podcast.
That's what I'm
now.
saying.
He should, bro. He should.
Dude, like 20 people watch this thing.
Right?
Exactly.
No one knows.
You know
It's
what
not
I
like it's
realized?
going viral.
What I realized? The production quality is insane for the
20
viewership we
people
get.
watch it.
Yeah.
Right?
Like no other podcast that gets 30 views gets this.
A neon sign, good mics, a nice camera.
Like, bro, the thing is, it's some motherfuckers
No,
record
it's
their
been a good time.
podcast with their iPhones and still get more views.
I've
That's
had a
because
good
we don't
time.
market ourselves on TikTok or Instagram,
True.
and you don't want to make the TikToks.
We want
I don't know how
genuine.
to, bro.
We want
Yeah,
genuine
it's really
organic
simple,
growth,
bro.
right? Yeah.
It's a passion
I've had a good time,
project.
though.
It's a
I've
passion
had a good time.
project.
Hey, well, you're more than welcome. And
Oh
ladies
my
and
God.
gentlemen, that is the end of the episode. I feel like that's time to wrap it up.
I'll hold it up.
Oh, that was hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been great having our guest, Mr. Andre. It's been your boy. Sorry, it's been your co-host, Mr. Harazofa.
Thank you so much.
Harazofa alongside.
Mr. Daniel Shapano, I'm holding the
so
sign. Dude,
Nice.
You guys,
Thank you for tuning in to this episode, and
Ugh.
we'll see you when we see you.
jeez. Check out the strength of my
Have a
arms
nice
to
day.
hold this 30 pounds.
Have a nice day. Stay healthy. Stay happy. Stay
and
strong.
and stay idiotic.
This is a 30K.
Peace.